Hey, Felix.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey,
Hi,
good
David.
morning. Where are you calling in from?
Thanks for having me. I'm from Germany.
Germany. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
We have
Yeah,
we have slides as well. Ready?
I have slides. Yes. I was very interested in quiz introduction because it perfectly matches what I am going to present you right now.
Oh, perfect. That's interesting.
As
Like, quite unlike other crypto ecosystems, there's actually a lot of synergies and collaboration happening between what would normally be hyper competitive. And of course, it is hyper competitive, but it's beautiful to see these collaborations, that the ones that Chris were describing. The floor is
it is.
yours, Felix.
Thank you. Thank you. So, as Chris said, the next stage for BitTensor are businesses that don't rely on the incentive mechanism from BitTensor itself. It can work as an enabler or accelerator, but we, as from Schuko, we build TensorProx as guys that like living life on the edge. So we go out and build the world's first truly decentralized edge platform that is TensorProx. So before we go into specifics, I want to introduce you in the very basic concepts of the web or security that is a mandatory part of the web. On the left side, you see a very basic communication scheme where a node, a single being, let it be an application server, is directly linked to the World Wide Web with all its participants. And as you can tell from this architecture, 100% of all load and requests need to be handled by the
Mm.
application server. So that is why humanity had out and found a great architecture to deal with this, and they created the man in the middle architecture. So man in the middle, you see, it's just an additional node, a logical unit between the World Wide Web and an application server that might serve something like, as we said, prediction services, Bitcoin prices, weather, whatever there is on BitTensor and in the whole World Wide Web. There are requests going back and forth, and TensorProx aims to be a decentralized man in the middle,
Mm.
as all nodes in TensorProx are united into one big platform to intercept, check, and route traffic to the right direction. And in case it's malicious, we block it. So that is how we can create an always on, always available presence. And when this is solved, we can care about efficiency increase. This is not new. It's a well-known concept. So we have the challenge right now that around about 60% of all Western Hemisphere traffic is centered around three big names, namely Cloudflare, Akamai, AWS. So you, for example, Safello, thanks for giving us the stage. You run on AWS. In our
You did your
perspective,
homework.
is just what do you mean?
I said you did your homework.
Yeah, yeah. I come from this field, so that is one thing in sales you need to know what's going on. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, but we see it as just a matter of time until we experience the risk of centralization. So that is low competition, flat innovation curve, better cost performance ratio, system fragility, and policy capture risks. So from recent trade wars, crisis, you might have seen lots of insecurities coming up, and this is faced by an always increasing attack surface. There's more and more compute in this world, so this makes the World Wide Web more and more demanding. And the man in the middle must grow even bigger to enable businesses to stay on a constant price level to make the profit they need to innovate. So TensorProx aims to be this man in the middle. And where are we? We are in the market, the global cybersecurity market. And just to give you a visual presentation, this is how 14.3% CAGR looks like in an already very big market. So the numbers, I don't know if it's very showing, the numbers here is in billions of dollars. So by 2033, the whole global cybersecurity market will have reached a size of $560 billion. So with TensorProx, we aim to capture at least 0.1% of this by 2032. So to achieve this, we need BitTensor. So that is the pressing question. Why are we running on BitTensor? So let's have in a 5 minutes time, let's name the three most important ones. BitTensor is an enabler. I just used a quote from Const, co-founder of BitTensor. Don't hire, incentivize. Chris already mentioned it. We do that. We are continuously onboarding cybersecurity professionals to compete in our subnet. And that is the second part. It's a meritocratic system. We have competition from day zero. The only, let's say, the only thing that we need to do is we need to shape competition in the way. So the collaborative intelligence that also is channeled in BitTensor brings out the very best of what humans can do. Humans are awesome. Every day you open Discord, you find someone that comes up with a genius idea to a problem that is a challenge in BitTensor, and we are very happy to be a part of it. So let's name these three as main arguments for why BitTensor. And with these values, what are we doing specifically with TensorProx? To put it short, in those 5 minutes, we are nothing less than the decentralized layer zero of web computing. So we work as an aggregator. We bring the stage and not the show. We make sure everything runs in an aggregated way. With that, we can lower the cost for any client. May it be a BitTensor subnet, may it be a miner, may it be a validator, may it be a huge business that is serving other reasons in this on this planet. May it be whole states. We can aggregate all man-in-the-middle outputs, lower the costs, and incentivize the skills that are needed to enable this. And we are permissionless. BitTensor is permissionless. It's borderless. So if one country chooses to fence its services, we, as the governors of this layer zero, will make sure that clients get an uninterrupted service, no matter what. And by that, we can, decentralize the centralized part and scale up. Just imagine in end stage, there is one UID is as much as a centralized entity on this planet can funnel or provide as performance. And we have 256 UIDs. So one service per UID. Good. So that is our cause. We are working on this every day. You can join the journey. We are one of the, you can see subnet 91. We are one of the more newest ones, but we want to make the combination of BitTensor to the real world. So you can see, you can find us on any channel that matters, and we will also be part of Proof of Talk in Paris. And those that want to dive deep into what we are looking for, a reference white paper will be published within the next weeks.
Thank you so much, Felix. And so 0.1% of the 2032, did you say, CAGR? Where are you guys now in terms of size and adoption, and what you're seeing in response from the market to what you guys are doing?
Currently, we are in a laboratory stage.
Yes.
So we focus on one of the most pressing topics in BitTensor to enable stable performance generation, and that is we call it DDoS attacks. It's a distributed denial of service where servers are flooded with requests, and we want to make sure that we bring the service to safeguard nodes from this attack. So we grow, we start with this single service, and then we put it out. So for now, there is no productive platform yet. That is what we are working on.
Okay.
Why we keep our miners busy with challenges coming up.
Okay.
Because when we start, we need to be a force to reckon with to build the trust needed.
So you're basically going head to head with Cloudflare in that case.
You might think so, but if we want to scale, it is very hard. In the end, we can enable miners to consume Cloudflare performance and provide it to the subnet. So they are more granular in their output than, let's say, the service that I was talking about on Cloudflare, for example. You need 1 year contract, okay? At least 1 year. There's nothing less.
Understood.
But perhaps the dynamic nature of BitTensor, it requires more granular performance intervals. And if a miner is clever, he just connects the output from Cloudflare or Akamai or whatever, and provides it in our subnet. And others might think it's more beneficial to create their own infrastructure, and the classic make or buy decision is what we enable. So we collaborate and empower centralized entities.
Yes. Hopefully you can answer quickly, and then that's the final question because we're out of over time. But is there an advantage in terms of how you guys are building it in terms of the adaptability to the types of attacks that you would typically get from a DDoS? Because that maybe through the process of how you guys are building it, it actually is more adaptive than maybe Cloudflare is a centralized entity. And then finally, what is your ask from the audience tuning in?
For now, as we are not going to stop in DDoS, and let's say DDoS is not rocket science, our goal is not to provide the very, very best solution, but we want to make sure that the very best solution is routed to the client. So we benchmark, control, we audit, and for that reason, we can say, okay, you're looking for this service, take this node.
Okay.
That is what we provide. It's a form of intelligence output with a product behind.
And your ask to the audience?
Any ask to the audience?
Or final comments?
Stay tuned. Every day is different, and especially in BitTensor, work's moving very fast. The next time we talk, we can talk about the product.
Oh, perfect. Thanks so much, Felix, for giving a first look at what you guys are building in the lab there.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.